What's going on, y'all? This is Josh from Team Super Shoe, and welcome back to another episode of The Shoe Show. We are not talking about DVS shoes or Osiris shoes. Now we are talking about the one and only Corey LaJoie, the super shoe of NASCAR, and just anything NASCAR related. Super excited to have you guys on today. We are bringing on a sponsor, a longtime sponsor of Corey LaJoie, Arc.io. They've been a brand on Corey LaJoie's hood since back in the TriStar days, back in the 72 days. So pretty cool to see that they have not only sponsored our guy, but they have gone from team to team, and they're still representing, and it's pretty cool. The co-founder of the company, or of Arc.io, is Travis Walker. Super excited to bring him on. He kind of explains what Arc.io is, and it's just kind of cool to get the insider look of that life. So without further ado, let's bring him on, Travis Walker.
All right, we'll start in 3, 2.
Man, well, I feel honored that y'all asked me to be on the Shoe Show.
All right, y'all, we're back and we're hanging out with the co-founder of one of Corey LaJoie's best paint schemes of the year, every year, Arc.io, Mr. Travis Walker. How are you doing, Travis?
Good to be here.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to come hang out with us, and we appreciate anybody coming on the Shoe Show. It's cool to get kind of all aspects of the sport, and just, it's just pretty cool, man. So I appreciate it. So for all of us kind of usual fans that really don't pay too much attention to cryptocurrency and NFTs and all that stuff, could you kind of explain what Arc.io is and how kind of crypto works?
Yeah, well, how crypto works, basically, it's just a distributed ledger. This is kind of the way that the blockchain itself works, is kind of like an immutable receipt. So like inventory controls, cashless interactions, it all goes onto a ledger, right? That can be changed. It can be fudged. It can be lost. Like you don't actually have cash in the bank, right? It's just numbers that somebody inputs. Using blockchain cryptocurrency, those numbers are immutable. They can't be changed by anyone. They're always going to be there. And they can hold records as well. That's where NFTs come into play. It's like digital baseball cards, basically. That's the very low ball how blockchain and everything works. But the Arc itself is a blockchain similar to Bitcoin, and we focus on making it easy for everyone to actually use cryptocurrencies, create their own blockchain. Like if a small business wanted to start their own inventory control blockchain that ran everything, even up towards like Home Depot status, right? It costs basically nothing to run. You run it on a small PC. Each store can be its own node on the network, and that actually it can save, when you're looking at something like Walmart or Home Depot, it can save billions in inventory control. Sure, you lose some of the staffing, but that staffing gets balanced out by the people who have to run the nodes and run the software. So I can go deeper into tangents, but yeah, this is more of a racing show. So
Yeah, I got you. I never truly understood all of it. It's a lot of big words, and I'm just a simple guy. So, but is there like a benefit? Like if I were to go and invest, what do you see the future of Arc.io or of just in general of all that stuff, cryptocurrency and everything? Do you think that that's the future? Do you think we'll gain more money that way, like almost like the stocks? Or
it's not really like stocks. I can't really give you financial advice personally, but as like a technology industry you need to pay attention to, blockchain industry is something you need to pay attention to. I never recommend anyone investing in anything they don't understand. And that's why I say start at Bitcoin. Once you understand Bitcoin, then you can look into other technologies like Arc or Ethereum or anything like that. Until you get to that point, I don't recommend anyone doing anything with, but I can't really give financial advice, right?
Right. No, no, I'm not saying I'm gonna go do it tonight, but
But
it's
definitely pay
definitely
attention to it.
interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I want to know kind of how did you get into the business?
Oof. I think I read the Bitcoin white paper back in late 2009, early 2010, I think. And I've been hooked ever since, really. Started mining Bitcoin back in early days. Did a little trading back then. I got into this thing called faucets, where uh, websites give you a portion of Bitcoin just so you can learn about it. I got really big into that for a long time. But then when I met the rest of my co-founders with ARC, I think that was around 2015, 2016, and we all saw a need in the industry, and we just came together and made it happen.
Nice. Good. Good, man. Well, so you guys have been sponsoring Corey's car for a long time, since back like in the 72 days. So
Yeah,
kind of wanted to know, you guys going to continue that? It seems like Martinsville's kind of y'all's pick of the year.
yeah, that was. I enjoyed Martinsville because it's so close to Charlotte, and everybody's there already, and everyone just convoys up the road, 100 miles up the road, and I I enjoyed it more. I think just because it's more than just going to the race. You get to hang out and where everyone's comfortable and go to local tracks. You know, it's more of an experience for me. But then you look at it from like an ROI perspective, you see it's a short track. No matter how terrible the car is doing or how good the car is doing, it's going to be on TV, right? Such a small track as
Right.
opposed to like Talladega or something like that. So that's where that was my focus the last 2 years was Martinsville because of that reason. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that again, but I mean, honestly, I'd love to see it on every track, right?
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
I
I was
can't really
always
tell much.
yeah, I was always curious. Like, uh, you've coming from a sponsor standpoint of a NASCAR team. It like is there like truly a benefit? Like, all the money that you guys invest into getting your name on a fire suit and a car and everything else, is that do you feel like it really you benefit at the end of that?
Yeah, the numbers are there. Yeah. It's a yes and no, I guess. It's a good way for brand recognition, not so much like a customer acquisition standpoint because it's open source technology. We really don't have customers, so I'm just trying to do brand awareness really, and that's where it comes into. And I know the brand awareness is working because I mean I can go to any NASCAR track and I get flagged down instantly. Oh my God, you're the ARC guy. Oh my God, I know what ARC is. I looked into ARC because I saw your car. Even like hockey games, go to an NHL game. Oh my God, you're the art guy. I love the art car. So the brand awareness aspect that's working, and that's kind of where my focus was in the first point anyway.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so and kind of wanted to know like how you got the idea to come into the sport and specifically go to Corey LaJoy. Like, how did that all play out?
Um, so I've been big into racing for almost all of my life, really. I was big into kart racing when I was younger. There's a local track here, and I started sponsoring a street stock, a local friend of mine here, and it kind of snowballed from there. I met a guy. I can't remember exactly how we even came across each other's paths, but he happened to know Leanne and Corey, and he was just coming into NASCAR himself. And I remember hearing him say, "Oh, I've got some positions open. Would you like to take some sponsorship spots off my hands?" And he gave me a list of the cars and the drivers he had. And like LaJoy's name stood out to me. And I was like, why do I know that name? I did a little research and I was like, oh my God, that's Randy's kid, right? Okay, I remember that guy. Then I looked into it deeper and I don't know, I saw potential. And so I went with it.
I got you. Okay. So, and you also, I think, I don't know if it was me and you chatting online, but You designed the car, right?
Hmm.
So wanted to know that's a big fan favorite on the page on my Facebook page. A lot of people love it. A lot of people are always bummed out that it's not on a diecast, and kind of wanted to know like you know, what what's that inspiration, and should we expect maybe something different this year? I really liked what was it a penguin, right?
Oh yeah, the penguin. So that yeah, that
I like the
the
little
penguin. I did
additions.
not design the penguin itself. I like the rest of the car, yeah. But the penguin is a friend of mine from Twitter who he's a big artist in the NFT space, and he saw how much like I was doing for NASCAR and Corey, and he wanted to make Corey a custom NFT. And since he was already designing these little penguin guys, he was like, "Why not make him a penguin?" And I was like, "Perfect. Give him a
Yeah.
beard. See what happens." And it kind of stuck, even though a lot of people thought it was an owl for some reason, but it is a penguin.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty creative and cool. And I like how it's upside down some places. And
Mhm.
I actually went to college. I'm not a graphic artist, but I did go to school for all that and web design. And I can appreciate some good computer art. So just thought that was pretty cool. You went to Martinsville, I know, this year because you were kind of on the Facebook page and sharing your behind the scenes stuff. And you got to see were you there for the weekend of him winning the modified race? Did you actually were you there in the pits for that?
Yeah, actually, that was pretty cool. So the night before that race, I got to meet up with Corey and his family, and actually Skip and his family too. I don't know if you know Ryan Flores.
Yeah.
Great people. Um, and yeah, they invited me up to the race. It was a Thursday. It was a Thursday, I think. And I got there, and Corey texted me as I was getting into the stands, and he said P5, and it was kind of funny. I was like, perfect. I'm gonna grab a margarita now because you're gonna be P1 at the end. And it happened. It was pretty interesting. I wasn't in the pits for it, but then I took a walk down to the gate right there. And the whole time he was being interviewed, you could see him searching the stands, and he saw me, and he gave me the eye thing with the checkered flag. And he's just like, "There you are." It was pretty interesting. I enjoyed it.
That's cool. And you've gotten to obviously get to hang out with some pretty cool people, Corey and all them. Doing the sponsor stuff every year. Kind of wanted to know, do you have any like funny stories or anything that maybe you think that us Corey LaJoy fans would appreciate that we can laugh at or something interesting?
Hmm. Um, he's getting better at road racing and better at karting. I'll give him that because when we first met, this is pre-hair, right? Pre-hair, pre-beard days. Um, he didn't do so hot in the karting area, and I think there was one race where I had him by half a second, and he just kind of stared at me. He's like, "Yeah, I see how you are. You do this for a living, don't you?" And I was like, "I haven't raced in like 4 years. What are you talking about? Don't you do it for a living?"
That's funny. All
So yeah,
right.
since then, usually when we meet up, we try to find a kart place, and he's got me at GoPro though. That's his home turf. He's got me there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done go-karting well as an adult with the actual like, real fast go-karts. I've done it once and man, that was intense. I mean, granted the place was pretty small and like there's like seven turns or whatever and you're constantly turning, but like I felt like the G's, like I can
Mhm.
feel it. Like I'm constantly getting ripped out of the seatbelts. So it was intense. I only did like a 20 lap race with my wife and I was just like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Shoulders are burning.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough, man. And I was the worst one. I mean, maybe I beat my wife, but so so cool, man. So this year, 2023, I'm really excited about I've had a few people on the show recently, Ryan Sparks and Roy, the engineer, and everybody's pretty excited. There's, Spire has gotten a lot of extra open doors that are just now starting from the sim to hiring engineers and hiring more people. They got the full time 77 car, which I guess is going to be like a legitimate, like it's going to be equal parts and pieces as the 7 car. So I'm excited about that. Do you see Spire doing better, or at least Corey doing better this year? Maybe finishing up in the top 20 in points.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I know he's really coming into his own right now. And the way that NASCAR is doing the new next gen cars and how they're changing things and making it all similar, it is going to help him because like he's a better driver than a lot of the top 20 guys. But in the past, you didn't have the money, you didn't have the tech behind him. And now that everything's being leveled out, you can actually see the drivers thrive. And that's why I was kind of glad that they brought in Dylan too, right? For the 77. So I see Spire being I'm sure it's going to take time to be like a number one team, right? But I'm sure I see quite a lot of top 15s coming this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. Good deal. Well, Travis, Corey is going to win this year. I want you to tell us where is he winning? What's that track?
Where is he winning? So let's see. Can I pick 3?
Sure. All 3 wins sounds good to me.
He's already done Martinsville, so that's going to be happening. Even though it was modified, he's already done Martinsville, and that I've seen him run that track. If the car will turn, he will win that race. I also see either Daytona or Talladega.
Yeah,
he's starting to get really good on that draft.
Yep, and Atlanta too. Atlanta was an exciting one last year. So.
Yep.
Good deal. Well, Travis, man, thank you so much for coming on the show and just get to talk to you a little bit and see the insides of what it's like to be a sponsor, kind of getting to be on the hood of a race car. It's pretty cool. So just appreciate you talking to us, man.
But thanks for having me.
All right, Travis. See ya. Travis, once again, thank you so much for coming on the Shoe Show. It means a lot that you take the time out of your busy day to come talk to us, and we kind of get the inside scoop, get to see what life is like as a sponsor, sponsoring a NASCAR car. I mean, that's no small task. That's pretty cool. So we just appreciate that. And if y'all watching haven't liked, commented, subscribed, please do so. Also, if you haven't followed us on Facebook, that's where all of this has started. It's all branched out from there. Team Super Shoe on it's a group on Facebook. Please find us. Please come chat with us. And other than that, y'all, I thank you so much for coming to the Shoe Show yet again. And this is the last raceless month. Last interview before the race starts. So hoping that Travis has some good luck and we'll go get the dub at Daytona 500. So other than that, y'all, thank you so much. God bless. Stay safe.